welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we are tapping into their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, and the next moves that they will take in this connection, you know, what they're trying to do with you. So make sure you set your intention for who you want to pick up on. Otherwise, you'll probably get a really good idea of who this is, because it's going to be a detailed reading regardless. So yeah, my Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. For group 1, we have the labradorite crystal, and we'll be using the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. For group 2, we have the citrine crystal, and we'll be using the Xmas Elf Tarot. For group 3, we have the rhodonite crystal, and we'll be using the Cirque du Tarot. And for group 4, we have the clear quartz crystal, and we'll be using the Wheel of the Year Tarot. So like I said, you know, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're going to get every detail about this connection and what's going on. All right, if you chose group 1 with the labradorite crystal point and the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, this is your reading, their thoughts, feelings, intentions, their next moves in this connection. We're going to see all of that. So let's see. Bottom of the deck, you got the Moon card here. The Moon could be a heavy influence on you or this person. One or both of you could have strong Cancer placements, but the Moon from a tarot standpoint is actually referring to the unknown, the unseen. So I feel like there's a lot that's going to be revealed to you coming up in this connection. Spirit, this is for group 1. Group 1 with the labradorite. Please show us their person's thoughts and feelings. Oof, we got a stack that just came out for you. Okay, let's see. Okay, this person's definitely really missing you. And at this time, I do genuinely feel like they're considering commitment. I'm just looking through all the cards that we have because we have so many that popped out for you. Okay, let's just get into it. So we have be there for me. I really need your love and support right now. Let's heal each other. So I feel like this person, this feels like something you may have said to them. Like, I feel like you may have tried to lead them towards some sort of healing, and now it feels like this person is kind of scared straight. Like, it feels like something happened dramatically in their life that made them have this moment where they're seeing how much you were really there for them and how much you were patient with them and how much you even tried to take action on your end to bring things together. It feels like this person was scared. And it feels like they never fully surrendered. So now it just feels like they're trying to match your vibe immediately. But it definitely feels like it's inspired by something external, not gonna lie. Like, it feels like the universe has taught them a lesson or showed them some things, and now they're like ready to go all in because things have gotten a little rough. We have please forgive me. I was wrong for not fighting for our love. I didn't realize how much you meant to me before it was too late. So for some of you, you never even got to experience a relationship with this person, probably the majority, because it feels like this person was denying the path in itself, or maybe even a little bit of like soulmate denial energy. If spirit had led you together, if it seemed really serendipitous or synchronistic, if it seemed like there was some sort of like magical element, that's how you know. It would be more of a soulmate denial because you feel that super strong connection, but at the same time, even though the universe is leading you together, someone's kind of denying that path. A lot of forgiveness energy this person is coming in on. Like, even this card, we have another card coming up that has them asking you to forgive them. This one says, I know I've hurt you in the past, but please forgive me. I know that I was wrong. I promise to do better this time. So there's an energy of them feeling like, okay, I really fumbled in the past, or I really messed up. This person may have like done something to actually like cause offense towards you, or again, they're just very scared straight. They're definitely still in, but they have stepped away so that you guys can have a clean slate. I can say that for sure, because this person is so adamant against building on what you already have. I feel like they're being a bit selfish in the way that, or controlling about the way that they want to go about it. So for you, it probably doesn't feel like a co-creation, because it kind of seems like, okay, I'm just always doing what you want to do. I'm like, where do I even want to go? There's so many things going on. This person, they're still in the process of clearing their mind. We have, will you marry me? I want you to be mine forever. No one else's. I want you to wear my love stamp. So there's definitely like an energy of this person wanting to put a ring on it, wanting to get matching tattoos even. I feel like they'd be into that. There's an energy of them wanting to be yours and vice versa, wanting you to be theirs, like long term or forever. The second card says, I'm not letting you go. I don't care if you want to give up on this and walk away. I'm fighting for this. You belong to me. So this is just giving to me personally, someone who's kind of lost in the sauce, not going to lie, because it's like on one end, I don't know. I just feel like if you're truly that devoted, then you obviously know that you have to open up, right? And fix the stuff in the past. You can't just start a blank slate and move forward, but it just kind of feels like that's what they're trying to do. So I feel like they're in this position where they're just hungry. They have more awareness now. They've gone through a little bit of an ascension. Spirit has kind of taught them some things. So now they're very hungry, but they don't necessarily have like all the knowledge needed to succeed. Like if you've ever started your own business or wanted to start your own business, there's this period in the beginning where you're just so ready to launch it, so ready to sell, so ready to just get in the mix and do everything. But the funds haven't come in yet for you to get enough materials to sell, or you still have to build your social medias, or you have to build a website, you have to advertise. Like there will be things that have to get done and you can't do them right away, or it's going to take time. But at the same time, you're so hungry. That's how this feels. It feels like they've gone through an ascension. Spirit has shown them like, okay, this is something that I put in your life for a reason. This is a connection that can be really good for you. This may even be like a soulmate, you know. And they're super hungry for it. They definitely want it, but I don't see that they've completely worked out all the stuff going on in their head, because their energy is just a bit sporadic and intense. So unless that's just them as a person, I'm getting a little bit of mixed signals, and I probably should have showed you these first because this really plays into it. We have, one of us needs to let this go. It's not healthy right now. We shouldn't hurt each other. So that's what I was talking about. Like this person just wants to completely walk away from what you have, what you've built, clear the slate, and then start over. But I feel like in the interaction that you've had so far, this person has hurt you in some way, or they haven't validated your feelings, or maybe there's something that they did that was offensive to you. So it's like hard for you to just move into a relationship and get super excited when they're still being so controlling about it and like trying to control the way that the relationship comes together. We have relax a bit. We should be having more fun and less seriousness. It's not a competition. I prefer a more laid back approach. So I do feel like this person kind of has like a little bit of a nonchalant personality. And I do feel like they're kind of trying to carry that into this connection. And I still feel like they have a little bit of a ways to go, but I can definitely say that they're romantically interested and they've had a change of mind where they are ready to move forward, which is good. We have, I'm moving a little slower because I don't want to mess this up. I want to do things the right way. And then we have, it's not that I'm trying to control things. It's just that I need things to go a certain way to make me feel more comfortable and safe. So they're still taking their time. They haven't completely gone through a transformation as a person, but they are open to the connection now, where some of you, that wasn't the case before. So let's keep going, Spirit. What are their next moves? What are their actions? What are they going to be doing and pursuing moving forward? Oh no. I wonder if that's talking about literal new love or with this person. Oh my God. You guys have so much fertile energy around you right now. And there may be physical manifestations of that as well. So just be careful. If you see like some newborn chicks, that's a totem for you. If you see any, let me cover his face because the camera always brightens up when it focuses on faces. If you see like any animal walking with their babies, that's going to be a totem sign for you. Like say you see a duck walking her chicks, or you see a possum with her baby possums on her back, or you see like a bird's nest with chicks in it or eggs in it with, you know, that's going to be a huge sign for you. We have birth and new love though. So I have a little bit of a feeling as this person is trying to move forward, they're trying to rebuild the connection. There may quite literally be a new love offer that you receive, group one, especially if there's been a lengthy delay with this. Because it's like, it's just that time. And it's funny because again, in the beginning of your reading, I noticed that the moon card was at the bottom of the deck, and that does represent the unknown. So truth being told, group one, there may be multiple love offers coming into your life at this time. And this person is finally getting themselves together and coming towards you, and they may have some competition. But we have the balance card that came out first. So as far as, you know, their next actions and what they're doing with balance there, they're trying to bring peace and harmony back into the situation. New love can even represent them really committing to starting over on a blank slate. And with the birth card, that's like an energy of you guys finally having your moment, finally being able to move forward with each other, giving each other a chance, an opportunity, finally having this connection start. Whereas in the past, it's like there was flirtation, there was attraction, there was a connection, but not a crazy amount in the physical. Spirit is definitely saying they still need to learn and grow. With this person, group one, I do feel like there's probably a soulmate connection going on here. I'll clarify with the tarot cards to see what the exact nature is of the connection. But we have editing and learning. So Spirit is saying like, yeah, and then playful intentions and confidence. This person is coming in an energy of, let's be lighthearted, let's have fun, let's fall in love again. I don't know. I feel like they need to have that in order to be fully vulnerable. So for those of you who can stand it, I say, okay, entertain that. Go ahead and entertain that. But if this person is making a bunch of inappropriate jokes, or if this person is seeming like they're playing games or they're not trying to grow and evolve, you immediately need to take your power back, take your energy back, and cut them off. You know, if you need to, like, really create some distance between the two of you. With playful intentions, it's just like, I still feel like they're the same. They haven't completely changed as a person, still have these playful intentions. But I feel like it would be good in the long run. So it's like, even from a standpoint of a reader trying to remain neutral, I'm like, I don't love this energy, not gonna lie. And then we have the confidence card. So I feel like they're trying to build your confidence in them, their confidence about the connection itself. You know, they're still working. This is definitely gonna be a relationship that still has room to grow. We have editing and learning. So Spirit is kind of saying with the editing card, like there is very much so still some editing that needs to be done, still some work that needs to be done, still some adjustments. They still need some work, but they're trying to learn and grow and kind of fix the past at least with you. And they're just so committed to starting over on a new slate. Like, that's the way I keep hearing it. Spirit. For group 1, what can you show me the nature of this connection? What kind of connection is this? We have the 5 of Coins in reverse. Dang. Star card in reverse. 4 of Cups in reverse, and the 4 of Pentacles reversed. You're getting a lot of 4 energy. You may be seeing 404, 444. I feel like this is something that, okay. So the thing about soulmate connections, right, is the reason that Spirit uses romantic connections in the first place to get us to learn and grow is because it gets you to learn and grow. Like, if you're at a job and they're paying you crap, you're going to leave. But if you're in a relationship getting breadcrumbed, like still not getting your fair energetic exchange, you're way more likely to stay. And that's how we can learn lessons and grow. So there is a bit of soulmate energy here, but with the Star card coming in reverse, I feel like this is someone who has a super strong pull on you, super strong attachment towards you. And for me, it almost gives more twin flame energy, kind of runner chaser dynamic, by the way there isn't like a super strong romantic, clearly romantic relationship or energy here. It's kind of like you guys have a natural attraction towards each other, and it's almost like an attraction that knows no bounds. Like, you may feel nurturing or motherly over this person at a certain time, and then you feel romantically for this person at a certain time. Then you feel a super strong friendship. It's like the relationship between the two of you, it's pure, it's genuine, it's natural, it's something that words can't exactly describe. But at the same time, this person has a deep, deep attachment. And I feel like maybe even deep, well, no, okay, I won't go that far and just say like deep wounds from the past. I haven't really got anything to say like, oh yeah, they have wounds from the past. But I definitely see them kind of in this player energy. I wouldn't be surprised if this person was just babied when they were younger either, because their energy does come across as much more playful than serious. So I kind of get a feeling that this person never had to be serious. I'm also picking up if this person is conventionally attractive, they kind of have like pretty privilege or whatever the male equivalent would be, like handsome privilege, I don't know. Or they may have played sports when they were younger. They may have been really good in school when they were younger. Like, I feel like they have something that everybody kind of focused on and gave them cool points for. But I don't feel like they ever had to earn someone. I don't feel like they ever had to earn even like their own credibility. It's like this person just kind of naturally had clout or attention, even from a young age. So in terms of what this connection is, we got the Star in reverse, 5 of Coins in reverse, and reversals aren't inherently bad. So don't be scared just because they're reversed. But we did get the 4 of Cups in reverse. Like 5 of Coins, 4 of Cups, these are cards that you wouldn't necessarily want upright because typically they can hint towards some sort of like restriction or a lack or things not going exactly right. Spirit is saying, though, with these two, 4 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, even with the Star in reverse, this wasn't exactly destined to happen. But with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this person, again, they have an attachment towards you. Like, they can't help but to reach out to you, to connect with you, to want you. I feel like a lot of this desire that you have for them, to be honest, group 1, may stem from them too. Oof, that just gave me chills, because some of you haven't even realized, like, you know what? I never even had a crush on this person. I never even started to notice them until they noticed me. And then they started giving me all these signs and signals. And I'm like, okay, you want my attention? Well, let me see what you got to offer. And then at that point, you started to feel like you were the chaser. And it's like, if you go back to the origin, you may even realize, like, I never even liked this person like that. It may just be that they have such a pull. We have the King of Cups. I was just feeling like a scorpionic energy where this person has like a very natural attraction. We have the King of Cups with the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is someone who wants you in their life. Someone, again, who has an attachment towards you, King of Cups. Someone who feels very drawn to you. And their feelings for you are of a romantic nature, even though your connection in itself isn't inherently like, it's kind of just natural. It isn't inherently romantic. It's kind of like you connect on all levels. But we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it's like they have all these feelings, but not a lot of action or intention. Spirit, can you show us how they're going to be moving? What are they going to do? We have the Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands. See, that's what I'm talking about. Four of Wands in reverse. This person does not know how to make a relationship come together. I'm not going to lie. And I feel like that's the part where Spirit is saying, like, they're still needing some learning. Because Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, Four of Wands in reverse is like someone who doesn't know how to get to a relationship. Like if you want a relationship and you know you want a relationship, you'll probably go on that first date and tell them that, or you will consistently communicate the direction you're going and you'll move things in that direction. This person, it's kind of like they connect with you. And then again, I feel like because of their past, they really haven't ever had to work for anything like from the ground up. They were athletic, so they automatically got put on the team just because they were tall, or you know what I mean? Like, or they're cute, so they always got a pass. People always did things for them. They never really had to work for anything. It's kind of like that. They genuinely don't know what to do. I feel like versus a manipulative kind of thing, it's really just more that this person is naive and inexperienced, because Four of Wands is a marriage card in the tarot, and the fact that the Four of Wands is coming up reversed and the Two of Wands is coming out, like, typically that hints at some sort of indecision, being stuck between two things, two worlds. And the Seven of Cups, they're coming in and they're giving you options, but like in a bad way. In a bad way where it's like, not like their options suck, but in a bad way where it's like they just don't have very much direction. They're kind of just leaving things open-ended and hoping that hoping that it just comes together in itself. Anything else for group one, Spirit? We have reaching your goal. Everything you want to manifest from this connection will manifest in the near future is what this one says. So I do see you getting your chance with this person, group one. Like I said, a lot of you, I don't feel like even got to fully date this person to see how you really felt about them or what you wanted to do. But I do see you getting that opportunity, which will be really good. Beyond that, though, I do feel like you'll have a new love that will come in. And this person, if they're coming in this energy where they're misguided or they don't know what to do or they're expecting you to take the lead, honestly, someone may bulldoze right over them and just scoop you up. That's what I got for you, group one. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group two with the Citrine Crystal Point and the Xmas Elf Tarot, this is your reading. We're going to see their thoughts, feelings, intentions, their next moves towards you. What are their intentions in this connection? What are they trying to do? We're going to get everything. Don't you worry. Spirit, this is for group two with the Citrine Crystal Point. Please show us their thoughts and feelings towards group two. Oh my God, no. Oh my gosh. This person, I feel like they have a lot of charisma. And it kind of gives me the vibe of like a ambivert. I feel like as soon as like this person, they could be very charismatic or entertaining and attractive, but as soon as you give them attention, it's like they kind of close off for whatever reason. And it's like, okay, but you can be super extroverted and, you know, boisterous when you're at a party or when, you know, it's with your friends, but with you, or they just may have this switch that flips in them. They all of a sudden just start crawling back into their shell. So it's giving ambivert vibes, which is basically just like an introvert and an extrovert at the same time. Okay, so these are the ones that came out for you so far. We have sometimes I feel like I want you, and other times I feel like I want something more. I just can't make up my mind. So this person is definitely romantically interested, but I'm definitely still feeling them on the fence as well. This is not reading as someone who's completely convinced. We have, I'm so nervous right now, but I'm going to do it anyways. I mean, how else will you know how I feel? So I feel like this person may be used to other people expressing their romantic interest in them first, or they may not be someone who has a lot of crushes on people. Like I said, it's giving ambivert vibes. So it's like they have all the potential for charisma. This person is like really on. When they're on, you know, like when they're around other people or at an event or at a party, like they're on. They're talking to everyone. They're fine. They may dance, you know, like this person can be very extroverted and fun, and they do have a place where they really thrive, even if that's just like, I don't know, the skate park with their friends. Like this person does have a activity or environment that they really thrive in. But other than that, it feels like there's such a recluse, or maybe it's just in a romantic sense specifically. Okay, now this is where it gets a mess. Not gonna lie, okay? We have, I'm just back to mess up whatever else you have going on. If I'm not happy, you can't be happy. So definitely picking up on a little bit of narc vibes, you know, a little bit of a person who is like, if I am ready or if I want to pursue this romantic relationship, then we can pursue it. But if I'm not feeling that, if I'm not having fun, you're not having fun either. So they're definitely a little bit of toxic. You may notice that this person may even seem like they try to sabotage you from time to time, because it does feel like someone who just, they have this dark side. They have this shadow side for sure. I got a lot of options. Who should I choose? I'm going to take my time and test each option to see who has the most to offer. So they're definitely still testing the waters, definitely still trying to have their options open. They want to have their cake and eat it too. Like, I feel like this person plays both sides of the fence. There may even be a third party situation they may have put you in at some point, and not even a full commitment though. That's the gag. Like, it's not like, oh, they got in a relationship so that it was a third party, but like third party in the sense that they flirted with someone in front of you intentionally to make you feel a way, to make both of you kind of jealous of each other and kind of fight over them, even though that's when they clam up. So it's like, what do you really want? You definitely are going to have to work that out. We have, I know I've hurt you in the past, but please forgive me. I know that I was wrong, and I promise to do better this time. So that's good. I feel like that's a really good sign. This person at least taking accountability, because they know that they've done some things. They're not proud of them, and they want to make a genuine effort to fix that. So I can respect that. I can respect if someone can fully acknowledge the past and then set intention to do better. That's how growth happens. And that's just the reality. Like, I've done, you know, things to people in the past that I'm not proud of, and I've taken accountability for it, apologized, and then literally made different choices in the future to where now they don't even think of those things when they, you know, like, my bestie, we've been friends for over 10 years. We have gone through it in our friendship. And, you know, sometimes when we were on the outs, it got ugly. And she doesn't even think about those things today, because you don't hold it against someone when you can see that they actually are sorry, because they move forward and they change and they literally do things differently. So now, you know, we got close when we were in high school. So, you know, high school is very enmeshed. Basically now, if we stop feeling like we're having fun around each other, then we literally just take time away. And we're old enough to where, you know, everybody's got a job, everyone has other friends and things. So it's not like we have to stay super attached at the hip. And that just saved our relationship, because honestly, a lot of times just spending too much time around someone can just make you feel like you don't like them for no reason. So anyways, we've developed new ways to you know, maintain the friendship. And I feel like this person has done that as well. So I'm not hating on this. I can't hold it against them, you know. And then we have, you give me inspiration to carry on and be the best I can be. And I'm thankful you're in my life. So this person does feel a healing presence from you. They get very inspired when it comes to you. They feel like you're a great leader. They feel like you're someone who's like a cheerleader for them, someone who's always kind of wanted the best for them, with or without them. And they may not have believed that before, especially if they have like an upbringing where they didn't have the most motivational parents, but they believe it when you say it. They believe it when you say it. And I feel like that's kind of like a theme right now. They're realizing like how you meant it and how you really were a supportive person for them. Spirit, what are their next actions, their next moves? How are they moving forward? Wow, we have forgiveness and focus. This person, I'm telling you, they're coming in a transformed energy. I like this. They're coming in asking for your forgiveness and apologizing for what they've done. They're creating a space for forgiveness. So that's crazy because group one was kind of the opposite, low key. So I didn't know how this reading was going to go. I'm like, oh, Spirit, what do you got me reading on today? Not the F boys, the F girls of the world. But with you, the energy is so different. It's like literally this person is coming in and doing things the right way. They're coming in a energy of forgiveness. Like even if it's you guys don't have a complex history and they just wouldn't give the connection a chance, like this person is coming in a humble energy when it comes to that, whatever it was for you specifically, coming in this energy of like, okay, I know that I was wrong in some way in the past and I want to do different moving forward, and I'm going to do different moving forward. So we have the focus card here as well. They're coming in determined, focused, in an energy of planning. They want to do things the right way for the connection to work. We also have the spying card here, so they have been paying really close attention to you. They have been kind of watching you and what you have going on, and they have been monitoring your pages. You may know this. Otherwise, if you are private or if you have them blocked, I feel like they may be getting information about you through other people. They may even be doing just research on you right now, period, because I'm seeing someone like look up someone else's name in Google specifically. And I'm like, why wouldn't they just go to their social media? So again, if you have them like blocked or something like that, yeah. They're going through crazy lengths, okay, to get information about you. They're really trying to figure you out. They don't want to mess it up, and they do want to do things perfectly. Nice. We have learning and love-based. So they're trying to start over, and they do want a love-based connection. So if you just had a physical-based connection with this person in the past, or maybe it was all spiritual, you're dreaming of each other, synchronicities with each other, always in each other's energy, but not a whole lot in the 3D. I do see that changing for the better, which will be good. And with the learning card, it seems like they really have learned their lesson and they're moving past it. Now, there's another person in their energy. And we were talking about third-party energy before. We have the interference card and secret events card. So it really doesn't feel like, ugh. I think I'm going to pull tarot on that just to clarify exactly what's going on. Spirit, one more from here. This person may still have their manipulator tendencies, not going to lie. We have different pages and manipulator. So I feel like this person is the kind of person who still feels like it's appropriate to be friends with their exes. It's like this person, they're doing just enough not to technically cheat, not really even, maybe a bit of flirtation, but definitely nothing physical. No, like nothing too bad. But I do still feel that there is an interference, a third-party situation. And with this secret events card, it almost makes me feel like it's someone in their friend group, like someone in their friend group or someone who is in a place that they frequent that you don't go to. So this could be like work. So it's like this person kind of like is manipulative in the sense that they're like, well, it's a work thing, you know, it's just going to be coworkers, so you can't come. Or I have to talk to them. They work at my job, or this is literally my ex and they just their car just broke down, and it was their first car, and da 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 da, so I have to help them. It just feels like, ugh, it feels you're definitely still on different pages when it comes to the other people in their life. So that's going to be something that you're going to have to talk about, because for me, I was feeling in the beginning that it was more just a third party that's super attached to them, that wants to remain in their life, and that's why there's drama. But it does feel like this person equally entertains them. It feels like they still let them in. Spirit, is this the third party trying to interfere, or is it this person? Okay, we have the Hangman in reverse. That came out right away. So yeah, the third party is definitely still attached, enmeshed, and wanting to hang on. Is it also this person, Spirit? Do they still have an attachment to this person? We have the Eight of Cups, so they're actively walking away from this connection. Nice. That's good. So I think this person will still be involved in your person's life when you guys rekindle or when you come back together. But slowly but surely, I do feel like they're going to let go of this connection. We got the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So to be honest, I do feel like they don't want to face it. Like they're having a hard time taking accountability for this. Like they have a hard time understanding that this is their problem. And even though they can't control how someone else feels because they have a history with this person and this person is potentially interfering in your future relationship, it is their problem. They're slow to admit that, slow to accept that. So we have the Chariot in reverse that just flipped over. I feel like it's going to take some time, but ultimately, Eight of Cups, this person is walking away from this person. Definitely romantically. All right. Well, Spirit, how are they going to move forward and take action towards group 2? So far, we got that they've been kind of taking action by trying to get to learn you with the spying card, collecting outside information, trying to get your attention. But other than that, they're going to be pretty focused and determined. They're going to start with forgiveness. Also, they're making it clear that this is a love-based connection. So they are taking action towards you romantically. So that would look like you going on dates, you being able to flirt with this person, you being able to be open with your, feelings for them or your desires for them, not doing too much. You don't want to scare people and do too much and just like word vomit them and overwhelm them. But you can definitely communicate like, I'm yours, you're mine kind of thing. And you don't have to feel weird about it or wrong about it. We have the Ace of Swords. So their main thing is going to be communication. They're coming in with good communication. And they're taking action towards you. Also, that's a card of chivalry. So I feel like this person will be opening doors, paying for dates, and taking you on official dates. So if you're used to just like Netflix and chill, or if that's what, you used to do with this person, I see you guys finally graduating out of that phase and hanging out more in more like, I don't want to say professional environments, but more like real date kind of vibes, like at a restaurant, not just, somewhere free. We have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, they're spending that money, okay? They're investing. That is how they're taking action towards you. They're taking you on a date or paying for something. They're helping you in some way. Say you have troubles with your car. This person may know a mechanic and they may have that mechanic fix, the problems for you without you having to pay. Something like that. Like their money is talking in this situation. They're making some sort of financial investment in you. This could even be you guys joining together and planning a joint vacation. And that's how they're investing, by putting their money up. And so it's like, well, we're at least going to be together for another 6 months because that's how long we planned our vacation out. So, like they're doing something to invest. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So they still have room for growth. Definitely still room for growth in this situation. But I see things getting really good, coming full circle. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, so they're being very generous. Wow. Seven of Pentacles, a lot of earth energy. Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, and that's what you want to see when you're talking about a relationship, especially if you're interested in a long-term relationship. They're trying to build for the future, and I definitely feel like they're pursuing a clearly romantic relationship, something I just can't shake. It feels like you weren't able to communicate with them. You may have had a throat chakra block with them in the past, or you may have felt like you couldn't say like, oh, this is my man's, or this is my girl, this is my person, da da da. And you're going to be able to do that. And Spirit keeps highlighting that. But Spirit is also highlighting the amount of sheer effort that they're putting in. Whereas before, I really feel like this person, they may have been flat out lazy. But we have the Five of Swords here, so Spirit is making it clear, like, this is still not a fixer-upper, but this is still someone who needs some work. Seven of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck is really good because that's an energy of, okay, they're, you know, walking away from their player tendencies, even with that Eight of Cups, walking away from old connections that they had that were in their life so that they can move forward with you, building an actual solid foundation, being very generous. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like in the beginning of the relationship, it'll still be a bit rocky, but ultimately I see things blooming into probably a serious relationship, long-term relationship. Spirit, what else do we need to know about this connection? Nice. Literally express your love, literally coming out, as we were just talking about you having like a throat chakra block in the past, not feeling like you could claim them or really express your love for them. That's definitely changing in the future. Express your love says it is important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. So Spirit is calling you and challenging you even to be more open and vulnerable on your part, even without them doing it first or prompting you in some way. Like doing it just because you feel it. And then we have be present. It says you will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, be all there. So Spirit is telling you to be present in the moment, to express your love, to not worry too much about the future. I like that you guys are starting in an energy of forgiveness as well, because that'll make it a lot easier to not focus on the past when you're fully acknowledging it in the beginning. So I think it's important to express everything, like how you felt then versus now, everything you feel like you've endured based on this connection. I would get that all out of the way in the beginning. We have patience. It says some things still need to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. And I definitely feel like that's true. I don't feel like patience in terms of how long it's going to take for this person to physically come into your life. I feel like Spirit is calling you to have patience when it comes to some of the things that they may still have in their life, like this attachment to this other person who wanted them in the past. Not feeling like they want to cut someone off or completely block them. And also they still have to kind of grow out of like their old tendencies. So it's going to be, you know, a slower build. But I can see this being very fruitful for you, Group 2, in the long run. So yeah, that's what I got for you today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 3 with the Rhodonite Crystal Point, this is your reading. We'll be using the Cirque du Tarot. And we're going to tap into their thoughts, their feelings, and intentions, their next moves in this connection. And what are they going to do towards you, Spirit? This is for Group 3. Group 3. Please show us their thoughts and feelings for Group 3. So this person seems to be quiet so far. You guys may be very blocked in the throat chakra department when it comes to your communication towards each other. I feel like this person is also very shocked by you. Like, that's specifically how I'm hearing it. Like, this person's very shocked by you and really all that you are. The first card says, out of all the people I've dated or seen, you stand out to me the most. I've never really met anyone quite as unique as you. You are a diamond. So tapping in, the energy almost feels a bit playful, or just definitely unexpected, where it's like in the beginning of the connection with this person, it's like lighthearted, it's fun and games, nothing too serious, but this person didn't know how much of an impact you would end up making on them. I feel like you've impacted them deeply and they're just now catching up. I feel like they're just now realizing what this connection actually is, or why spirit put you in each other's lives. I feel like they're just now realizing there is something more going on here, something with spiritual undertones, or something where it's like intention, like spirit kind of placed you at the right place at the right time for a specific reason to connect with this person. You guys may be like opposites attract as well. We have this card coming up. It says, I don't care what people think. I'm just going to tell you exactly how I feel. The worst that could happen is you say no. So this person has definitely talked to people about you, whether that's friends, whether that's family. If you guys are a part of a friend group, I really do feel like they've kind of spilled the beans to someone else in the friend group or someone else in the dynamic and said like, listen, this is how I'm feeling about this person. What do you think about this? Or what do you think about them? And I do kind of feel like they may have gotten some sort of negative backlash. I was just thinking about that this morning. Like, relationships, especially friendships, can be so codependent, because it's true. Like, I get crazy over my friends, and yeah, I do try to kind of control who they date sometimes, because I have one friend, oh my God, bless her soul. She's just the sweetest. Like, she's gorgeous, blonde, but like, definitely that traditional kind of archetype where it's like head in the clouds, very dreamy, very fantastical, very like so like the people that come into her life be broke, busted, I just be like, yo, this is not it. And she's just like seeing the potential in everyone. So anyways, I feel like there's a lot of, enmeshment and codependency. Sorry, there's like a tree scraping up against the window if you hear anything weird. But yeah, I just feel like, friendships can be very codependent, and I do feel like someone may have said like, no, you shouldn't date them. You should date someone like this. Or what about this other person that already likes you that's in our friend group? Like, if it's really enmeshed and weird. And this person is like, okay, I don't care what other people are thinking anymore. I feel like they're just kind of used to always coming to their friends and being able to like express to their friends who they're dating. And usually they agree, but this time they don't. So I feel like you may have a lot of layers to you, and this person is just now realizing themselves. Like I said, I was getting a shocked energy right away where they're shocked about who you are. And they're just now realizing it. So I feel like other people definitely haven't realized it, but you know who you are. There's a lot of layers to you. You can be very deep, and what you have between this person, to them, it feels very spiritual. And I feel like they try to go about this connection the same way they usually do. Like, okay, when there's someone new in your life, that's what you do. You show your friends, you drop the pics in the group chat, like, what do we think about this one? And, everybody kind of weighs in. But for them, they didn't like that. They were like, no, I know I like this person. So I already feel like this person has a strong desire towards you, which is also really good. And then we have this one again, talking about like other people. It says, people may not approve of this, but I'm going to be willing to keep things a secret. I just want to be with you. I'm willing to take the risk. Oh no. You know what? That kind of makes me feel like maybe there is a good reason why you guys shouldn't collab. Are they married? Is it a married person or someone in a relationship? Because other than that, I'm like, what? I guess religion could be a big one. I'm also getting a little bit of a vibe of this person may be in a different like circle than you. Like, say this is the manager at your job, so they hang out with the other managers, and that may be an older crowd or a crowd that has like more money, more resources, you know what I'm saying, depending on who they are. So that would make sense why people are like, no, if you guys are like from two different worlds, in that kind of sense. There goes that tree again. I'm so nervous right now, but I'm going to do it anyways. I mean, how else will you know how I feel? So yeah, I get an energy of them approaching. I do get an energy of them communicating this, which is good. We'll tap into that next and see how they're going to go about the connection and the action that they'll take. But right away, their thoughts and feelings, they've definitely had a deep realization of who you are in their life. And they're at the tipping point where it's like, okay, I can no longer ignore this, or I don't want to ignore this any longer, or I've collected enough information about this. I am ready to proceed. And then we have this one. It says, I'm sweet and all, but please don't take me for granted. Respect me, or else I will take myself out of the equation. So I don't know how you treat this person, but I feel like that would be more of a personal message. I didn't get anything else that really talked about that. Like if there's a communication problem where it's like maybe you talk to this person crazy, because regardless of them also being at fault, they may have like an internal switch where it's like when XYZ happens, I can no longer proceed with someone, and you don't want to like bump against the, kill switch, and then you don't get to move forward at all because of something went too far. So just be mindful of that if you do know you kind of crazy with your mouth, kind of slick at the mouth, so that this person doesn't kind of just decide like, you know what, I can't do this. So Spirit, how are they going to go about this connection? What are their next moves? How are they going to move this relationship forward? We have the waiting card, so they are waiting for the right time. And then we also have forgiveness. So they're coming in with some sort of apology. If anything happened, I heard embarrassed. That's the word specifically I just heard. So if anything happened that embarrassed you in relation to this person, I do see them apologizing about that so you guys can have a new slate. And with the waiting card, they're waiting for divine timing. They're waiting for the right timing to do this. So if you guys have any sort of like, say you know each other from work, like they're going to find the right opportunity where it's like things are slow and there's not a lot of people around, or most people have left. Like they're looking for some sort of appropriate time to approach you and talk to you. We got the Just Desserts card that came out though. At the bottom of this one, it says karma, karma, karma. This person is getting their just desserts. This person is getting their karma. So it may be that the universe is pushing them into a different energy through the karmic justice that they experience. It may scare them straight a little bit and make them realize like, okay, let me do right by the people in my life, not even just romantically, but like everyone, because I'm seeing how, and also I feel like they're having a lot of realizations like that, but they're in this space where they're like, I'm seeing how being involved with certain things or certain forms of beliefs don't serve me, or how they get in my own way. Like if this person is, say they're very wealthy, it's like an example, them usually allowing like people to fawn over them because they have money. But this is like them being very humble and treating everybody with respect instead of like being mean to the waiter or treating people like they work for them, that kind of thing. Like they're learning in a grand scale how certain things that they've been doing don't serve them anymore. And I also feel like they're realizing their friend group or whoever it is that they come to for like advice about people and things, they're kind of realizing like, okay, it may not be helpful to have that many people even in my business, to know what's going on with me. Like I shouldn't need other people to make decisions for me. They're realizing that. We got the twin flame card that came out. So this could be a twin flame connection. We have balance. Nice. Yeah, they're coming in a super calm energy, but I definitely feel like there's something brewing behind the scenes with Just Desserts and Twin Flame coming out like kind of out of the blue. Spirit's like, yeah, this is not just them taking action towards you and doing the most to pursue you. Spirit is guiding them and leading them. So if you've been doing any work on this situation, I definitely feel like it's working. Or if you've been changing your self-concept, I definitely see that it's having a ripple effect on your reality. We have balance and old crush. So ultimately they're coming back to rekindle. Coming in this balance energy wanting to fix things, wanting to restore things back to a good place. I also get an energy with this where they're dating you either again or for the first time. If you've never officially dated this person, then, you know, of course it would be for the first time. But I get that super strongly as well. It's like they're trying to go about things in a balanced kind of way. It's not just about physical connection, but also about getting to know each other and being seen like in public. This person is trying to come at things in a super mature kind of way. So I like that. Okay, Spirit, for group 3. So how are they moving forward? How are things going to play out? What are their next moves? From what I got before, it seems like they're waiting for the right time and then they're coming in for forgiveness. They're kind of getting smacked by the universe in the background. And then with the balance card, it's like they're taking you on dates and then they're doing things that are just more relationship building. It's like they're kind of teetering between like, okay, this time I do something nice for you. Like I bring you a coffee to your job. And then the next time you see me, it's because we're on an official date. And then the next time we see each other, you'll come over to my place. I'll cook and we'll ask each other deep questions to get to know each other better. It's like this person is trying to check all the boxes instead of just focusing on one thing, whether that's the physical or just the dating, courting process. They really want to get to know you on another level. So let's see what else. Spirit, their next moves. How are things going to unfold? Ooh. There's definitely still something that needs to be fixed. And I feel like with Just Desserts and Twin Flame, that may be why they have to wait. To be honest, Spirit doesn't appear to be done with them. Not going to lie, group 3. The Fool card in reverse and the World in reverse is like something is blocking them from being able to move forward. There's either a third party situation that they have to completely dismantle before they can move forward with you, or there's still karma to be repaid for whatever it is that they had done. So if they haven't done anything to you, that's best case scenario, because that means you're not a part of the group that have to wait for karma to kind of play out. But I'm definitely getting a strong energy of protection, and it's almost like your guides are trying to keep them away from you, not gonna lie. Like it feels like either your guides or your ancestors, somebody does not like them. Somebody does not like them. And it feels like a very strong presence. So it could be an ancestor. It could be like a past loved one, like a grandmother, a grandfather, a grandparent, definitely parent or above kind of energy. The standpoint of like someone who really cares about your protection. We have the 7 of Wands. Oh my God. We have the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. Yo, this person is being put through the ringer. They're being put through the fire. Look at all that fire. Oh my goodness. This is like the gauntlet. You know that old show? Actually, I think it's not that old because they revive it every once in a while. But you know like those old MTV shows like The Challenge? This is giving like Survivor energy. It's like worse. But it's giving like that, like those super hard, gritty, competitive shows. It's giving that kind of energy where they're literally going to have to walk on stilts to get to you. They're going to have to do acrobats. They're quite literally going to have to walk over the firing hot coals to prove that they're worthy of you. How the turns have tabled. How the turns have tabled. I feel like before, and that's the thing with the twin flame type connections, they usually have this like runner chaser dynamic. So it seems like you've maybe been working on your self-concept, or you've been working on yourself, and this person, maybe they were dragging their feet, or maybe there really was something that they did to cause this karma to happen, but there's some sort of imbalance. And this person behind the scenes is having to, like, they have to prove that they're worthy to your guides, or to me, it feels like an ancestor. It feels like a specific spirit, or, past loved one that you work with. That's how it feels. So it could be a god or a goddess if you do any goddess work, or working with any angels, especially if it's any angels that are specifically used for war, Woo! This feels strong. It feels powerful. It's kind of scary, not gonna lie. We got the 10 of Wands. A lot of wands coming out for you. It feels like your guides are not effing around with this person. Like, they are not playing. It's scary. I don't know. It's like Judgment card energy. Judgment card is like, you know, it's like Judgment Day. Like, you're being held accountable for, you know, your actions, and your heart is weighed on the scale, and only if you have done the right work, made the right moves, do you get to proceed, do you get a good outcome. So it's giving that kind of energy. 10 of Wands, there is a cycle that's closing. 7 of Wands, there's a battle that they're facing. They're under pressure right now. 6 of Wands, they have to show up as the best version of themselves to make it. And the crazy thing is the 4 of Wands is a marriage card. It's actually got like the acrobatic flying cats as a couple up there doing their little dance, doing their performance. And it's like, even with the symbology of the smoke around the fire, there's actually, if you can see, like faces of animals. That looks like a cheetah or a tiger. There's like the faces of animals in the smoke, and that represents like your guides watching out over you. There's actually peacocks as well at the bottom, I'm noticing. So there's a lot of spirit animals and people in the spirit world that are overseeing this connection. And if they don't approve, this person is not going to be able to get through. I'm not going to lie. Oh, nice. I'm just now looking at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Lovers card here. So I feel like spirit definitely led you to this person for a reason. And you guys connected for a reason. But even so, nice. 10 of Cups under that. That's great. Great energy. But yeah, they're gonna have to show up, period, point blank, before they get to move, because we got the 9 of Swords. There's like still like pain that they've caused, or things that they have to be held accountable for. So with the 10 of Wands, the karma is going to be hitting this person for, I want to say, a few months, not gonna lie. Like, I feel like they're gonna have a kind of a bad bout of bad luck for things that they've already done. So it's kind of like, for some of you, this person is being blocked from even being able to get close to you, because your guides are working on them now. Spirit, what else can you tell group 3? Yeah, we got divine timing that just came out as well. So strong energy of this person can move forward once they get the approval. Divine timing, it says, be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. But then we have deception here. It says someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. So I feel like this person is still masking. I don't feel like they've gone through a full transformation. I feel like they've gotten to the point where they're realizing who you are, realizing how much you matter to them, realizing that they want to proceed and they want to try and they want to, you know, give your relationship a shot. But also these connections that they have to these people, whether it's friends or coworkers or just like their community, their family, whatever, whoever or whatever is influencing this from the outside, I feel like they're kind of being called to completely detach from that even before they... It's like your guides don't want it to be your problem. They're like, if you see the problem now, then you need to detach from that and not put it on our person's back, meaning you. Your guides are like, you're not going to get through this with the support of this person and drag them down through the mud. This is your family, or these are your friends. You need to disconnect from these people or from these beliefs and then move forward with this person so it's not their problem. So I feel like they're being really... your guides, they're given some pushback. You can communicate with your guides though. Talk out loud so you can all get on the same page. If there's something that you're uncomfortable with, communicate that. But like I said, this feels like an ancestor to me, because it feels like they have more roots planted in the 3D to where they can really kind of influence things. Whereas your guides, they're more neutral and otherworldly. So they won't interfere if you're like really running in circles. They'll just kind of let you have at it. But ancestors, not so much. They can be a little forceful. So anywho, that's what I have for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that's where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the clear quartz crystal point, this is your reading. We'll be using the Wheel of the Year tarot for you today, and we're tapping into their thoughts, feelings, intentions, their next moves in this connection, and what do they want when it comes to you? What moves are they making towards you? Spirit, this is for group 4 with the clear quartz. Please show us their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions. What are their person's thoughts and feelings for group 4? Ooh. So right away I get a very spicy energy, a very strong attraction and connection. That one wanted to come out too, so I'll take it. The first card that came out for you is sometimes in life it's best not to act on temptation and to wait until it says until we've cooled down our passionate emotions. So right away, it feels like maybe there was some physicality between you and this person, and they feel like, okay, that's not the way to build like a serious relationship, especially if you guys have had a conversation, kind of DTR, determining the relationship, figuring out what you're going to do, how you're going to move forward, how you factor into each other's lives long term. And this person has kind of been weighing that and really, taking it seriously. We got sometimes I feel like I want you and other times I feel like I want something more. I just can't make up my mind. I definitely feel like this person is torn between like some sort of physical intimacy or maybe even just the flirtation aspect of it all and actually moving into like a relationship space or a committed space. Because it's like when you're flirting with someone or when you just have a physical relationship with someone, when it's just a situationship, in that space, it's like, okay, you're not losing anything. You get the fun and the action of feeling desired and the flirtation, but there's no commitment. So you don't have to stand up as the higher version of yourself all the time. You can kind of just check into the connection when you feel it, check out when you're not feeling it. And this person has really been kind of feeling like, I think I'd rather go for something more serious. Like they're kind of convinced and feeling like, oh no. Oh my God, this person, I really do feel like they're obsessed with you. We have, why aren't you reading my mind? We have a connection. I can feel it. You should be able to know what I'm thinking and what I want without me saying anything. So you guys may struggle with communication. This person, they don't like to answer direct questions, I feel. They're the kind of person that really does like hope and, think that you should basically just be able to fill in the blanks of how they feel. Like they really do struggle and they may have a throat chakra block, but I feel like it's completely on their end. I don't really feel like it's something that is inspired by you or your energy. I feel like it's on their end because it feels like you're likely willing to communicate. Now, if you're both matching each other's energy and both of you are like kind of avoiding more serious things, if you've been hesitant to tell this person how you're feeling or hesitant to like go into detail about what you really want, then okay, that's fair. Both of you are matching each other's energy, but I feel it more on their end. Okay, so we have, I want to wine and dine you and give you nothing but the best, my treat, whatever your heart desires. So this person is definitely falling in love. They're falling in love with you, group 4, period, point blank. I always say follow the money. That's someone I really respect. A teacher taught me years ago. They said, follow the money. You ever wonder what is really going on? Follow the money. Where is the money going? Where is it being spent? And you can see that a lot reflected in today's world as well. It's like something crazy will happen, and then all of a sudden you look into the records and it's like so-and-so invested in this place that just got destroyed 3 months ago. What a coincidence. Like, no, it's not a coincidence. Follow the money. Anyways, conspiracies. But I get that same energy with this person. Like, they're ready to put up that bread for you. That's how you know they really care, because they're willing to take the thing that they work the hardest for and the thing that provides them security, and they're forfeiting their security just to make you happy, even if it's for a moment. That's how you know they care. And then we have, I'll drop anything just to be with you. You do some things to me. So this person is very influenced by you, very drawn to you, very attracted to you. And it feels like it's been physical up until this point, or it's just been like flirtation up to this point. It feels like it's been non-serious, non-committal, and they're ready to push things forward. I also like how their energy is showing up with a lot of things being on their end. That's also something really good that you want to see as a reader, like people inspired on their own without the influence of other people. We have, I apologize for anything that I may have done to cause you pain and to be upset. I really do love you. That's what it says straight up. So this person is definitely falling in love, if not fully in love already. And then the last one says, wait a minute. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Isn't that enough? You know what? That one almost makes me kind of sad, because I hope that they're not doing things for you financially all of a sudden because they feel like they have to. I hope that's not the only way that they feel like they can be with you. But it is, you know, kind of like an unfortunate truth in our world. Like, a lot of people feel that way nowadays. It's like everybody from all angles is feeling the pressure of needing to secure your future. So a lot of people, you know, expect that to come from their relationship. So they're kind of feeling that pressure. Let's see what else we get. Spirit, how are they going to take action? Nice. We got secret feelings, closure, and trust that came out right away. So I see you guys closing the chapter where you're not sharing things. Like, there's a leg of this journey that you've already been on with this person, and it's finally coming to a close. I feel like you guys are outgrowing the we're too coy to share our true feelings phase and energy, and you're stepping into an energy where both of you are communicating a whole lot more. They've been hiding their feelings for a long time, maybe even giving off like a nonchalant kind of vibe, an energy that, you know, I'm, you know, fine wherever way it goes. They may even be like a little bit of woe is me from time to time, feeling like, well, I'm never going to end up with anyone, you know. But do they truly, truly believe that or want that from themselves deep, deep down? Not so much. So I get an energy of the energy in the situation opening up for sure. And I do feel like you guys are closing a chapter in the journey. And even at the bottom of the card, it says accepting transitions. So it's not an energy of like closure in the sense that you're not talking anymore, but you're getting out of this phase that hasn't served you up until this point. Spirit may also be pressuring you to communicate. You may feel like you're screaming on the inside, and it's just more and more pressure whenever you're around this person, and there's something that you should say, because Spirit is now kind of putting pressure on you as well to be open. I feel like maybe in the beginning of the relationship, you or them, or maybe the both of you, said that you wanted something different than what you want now. We have the different pages card that came up and clarity. So as far as them taking action, I see them being very straightforward. They're communicating with you. This is how I'm feeling. These are the secret feelings that I have. I'd like to put an end to our past and start over. We're on different pages, and I've received clarity myself, and I understand what it is that I'm looking for. I trust you. I want you. I know that I want to be with you. So they're just like hashing it all out. They're putting it on the floor, okay? There's a tree scraping up against my window, if you can hear that. But yeah, it seems like, you know, whatever area of life you guys have been on different pages about, they're communicating. Oh no, we have apologies and new crush. So I wonder if there's a new person coming into your life, and that's what's prompting them to have this 180 so suddenly. Apologies. Wow. At the bottom of that one, it says admitting faults. So there may have been something that they did. But I feel like the apology more than anything is just waiting. If they did actually do something that was like rude or inconsiderate, then they will be apologizing for that. But this person may be even coming in with an apology because they feel like they waited too long in a way where it's like, do I still have a chance? Could you please still give me a chance? Like, I definitely feel them in that energy where they're trying to save things, pick it up. Ooh, we got breadcrumbs and editing. So yeah, if I had to say, I would say this is likely inspired from another person outside of your connection with them. So if you've had some sort of glow up recently, or you're leveling up, or you've been really working on mindset, your attraction, it's definitely working. Definitely working. And it's attracting a new person into your life, and that new crush is putting pressure on this person, even energetically. Like, this person may start to dream of you, and they just may know that you're not talking to anyone, because not everyone, you know, posts what they're doing or what's going on in their life, like on their stories or on their social media. So if you haven't, you know, been posting like anything that would hint that you're dating or there's someone new in your life, unless they just so happen to see it, that'd be crazy. You seeing this person on a date. That actually happened to me before. Okay, side note, because it's such a cackle. I'm literally walking. I was on a date with this redhead. Okay, listen. I got a thing for redheads. Okay, leave me alone. They got a little orange, a little red in the beard. I'm folding, period. I'm folding. What do you want me to say? Like, okay, so anyways, I'm on a date with a redhead, right? Child, I'm showing them around. I'm showing them downtown and da 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 da. And this other guy that was also a redhead, listen, I promise you, I do not be tracking them down or anything like that. It was literally a coincidence. I don't know how this happened, how I ended up dating so many guys with red hair at the same time. But so we're walking, and he's literally like the guy that it's a whole story. I'm like, should I even tell this story? Because it's too many details. And I got to give you the details because it's juicy. But anyways, long story short, we're walking past. So me and the new redhead, and he's on a date with someone, you know, da 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 da. He's on a date, and we're walking by. He looked at me. I turned stone cold. I didn't know what to do, what to say. I literally just kept walking and like didn't say anything. Why did he dap up the dude I was on a date with? He was like, "What's up, bro?" And the guy that I'm on a date was like, "What's up?" He's just like a nice kind of guy. I don't know. He was from Florida, so there. I don't know. I don't know what the tea was with that. Like, I don't know. But he just said, "What's up?" And it was just funny. And I'm like, "Bro, you don't even know. I literally dated that guy." And no, I did not tell him. I just let him feel like he was the man. And he did start walking like he was the man after that. He was like, his chest was pumped up. Anyways. I wish I could really give you the tea, but I'm going to keep on with your reading. But I say all that to say, you may have like a weird experience like that where, you know, you end up seeing this person as you're literally on a date with another person, and the fire is getting lit under them. Whereas before we have the breadcrumb card, so they were breadcrumbing you, and with the editing card, yeah, fixing that up real quick. They're switching up their behavior because they can see that there is someone in your life that does want you, is actively dating you. And so that kind of creates a win-win scenario for you, group 4. Anywho, Spirit, what will happen moving forward in this connection? I stopped talking to the first guy because I can just feel somebody wants the tea. They're like, no, give us the tea. I stopped talking to the first guy because basically he was just insane. Like, literally insane. Like, literally he would cry about his roommate. His roommate had a puppy, and he would go up. Like, as soon as he got home, he would go up and pet the puppy. And then he texted me after he did that. He got home, and he's like, I literally just went to pet my roommate's dog, and it peed on my shoes, and they didn't even say sorry about it, like talking about his roommate or offer to, you know, get me some new shoes or clean it up. I'm like, and then he's like, the dog pees all the time. I'm like, so why would you go pet the dog if you knew? Like, if you know this, he was just a mess, okay? He was a mess. We have the Empress that flipped over, that came out. I had to flip it over because she's, you know, she's bearing it all, honey. I'm not trying to get flagged for some cartoon yitties. But, stopped talking to them. And then I went on the date with the new one, with a redhead number 2, and he tried to dap him up. I'm like, what are you and he's on a date with another person. I was just so shook. I was like, poor girl looked bored. She looked bored to tears. When we were walking by, they weren't even talking. I'm like, I don't know what y'all got going on. See, that's why I don't do dating apps no more, because I met the both of them on dating apps. This is like 2 years ago at this point. So listen, I'm reformed. I'm not on the apps no more, but I just feel somebody wanted the tea. And if you didn't, well, at least we got to talk about something while I shuffled the cards. So as far as what's going to happen moving forward, we got the Judgment card in reverse. And then, like I said, we have the Empress card here. So the Empress card is you standing in your power. And the Judgment card is very much so like, may the best one win. I don't feel like Spirit is advocating for any person besides the person that's just going to do right by you and treat you well. Spirit is like, whatever is good for you is good right now. So that's just kind of where we're at. So we have the Death card in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. To be honest, I do feel like you're going to still explore this connection with this person, because it's like you do want to see if it can go somewhere regardless of you having other options. But it will take a lot of pressure off of the situation, which will be really good for you. It'll take a lot of pressure off of the situation, so you don't feel forced to, move forward with this person if you don't really want to, or so that you don't feel like you can't say anything if there is something wrong or something you don't agree with, something that doesn't feel good. You don't have to like not say anything about it, because subconsciously you're like, well, this is my only option at this time. So I feel like it puts you in the best position. It really is a win-win for you. And we got the Four of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying be selfish. And we have the Eight of Cups here. So that is a card of walking away. You guys, group 4, you may get a love offer that just blows your mind and rocks your world to the point where this person who you had been really waiting for to come around is like a thing of the past, something that you don't even feel the same way for. So that may be very shocking, especially if you really want them or you feel really attracted to them. But that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. It feels like as soon as you have this new crush, this new option come through, it just kind of takes up a lot of your attention, and your person, they can feel that. They can feel you kind of like drifting apart from them energetically. We have the High Priestess and the Ten of Cups in reverse. I did not get this strong of an energy for you before, where it felt like you were kind of feeling like you'd rather walk away. But for some of you, I am seeing you having this reaction to this person. It's like as soon as you get the validation that they're actually willing to date you and ready to go all in, your feelings, I swear, they evaporate like into thin air. Like, it's such a stark contrast in energy. As soon as this person is kind of giving you the energy that maybe you wanted from them in the past, it's like, oh, I can do better. And you're kind of leveling up to do better. So yeah, you guys, let's see. We have the Knight of Pentacles. You may be even, in the Six of Pentacles, you may be even manifesting a new romantic connection. And with the Six of Pentacles, it just feels like you're saying, okay, things haven't been working out in the 3D. I'm going to manifest something better, or I'm going to manifest something specific, or I'm going to make a lateral move. I'm going to open myself up to different kind of people. I'm going to get out of my current environment so that I can have better or different options. It kind of feels like the moment you get that validation, it's exactly what you needed. So maybe this closure energy really is closure, and it's like really this person trying to close the past, and you actually like getting closure on the whole relationship because you have new options. Oh, we got the Letting Go card, you guys. It says, if someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. So that could definitely be a thing as well. It could be a thing where this person really did breadcrumb you before. We didn't really get too much on the past energy and what actually happened. It started with this person wanting to just kind of like allow the passion to cool down, but maybe that's a very fluffy way of saying hit and quit. And that's what they really did. And so you're like not charmed by their new affections. Wow, we have free yourself. Your guides, your spiritual team, they don't really love this person anymore. And I feel like they're probably playing a role in this, probably sending you this new connection because High Priestess in reverse, no more tears left to cry. Like, I can't be upset anymore. I can't just sit and watch my human experience all this heartache and have zero reward in life. Like, we have to level up their journey. We have to introduce them to something better, something more. For yourself, it says you don't need to be in control of everything for a relationship to be successful. And it could ultimately boil down to that versus like this person being a bad person or anything like that. It could be more of a thing where it's like you just always have to be in the driver's seat and you want to be able to be in your more receptive and open energy. You want to be an equal partner in this relationship where you can experience it just as much as you feed into it. But if this person doesn't create that space for that, then you may choose to let go. Regardless, though, if you do, it'll be on your end, not because someone else is closing it. It'll be because you're stepping into more self-investment with the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, waiting for a better offer or this new crush, coming through, or just High Priestess in reverse. You know that even if it's, not someone else, it's not them. It could be that, But it's a win-win on your end, group 4. That's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.